Hello everyone, good day to all. I welcome all Pushpashri, faculty of Bhat and Bhat Tutorials. I'll be handling general knowledge for you people. So while my dear kids, in the last sessions and all, we discussed about some of the chapters of GK and we have finished that chapter. And if you people have missed that chapter, please go through the description box or you can go through the app and you can watch the previous class videos. So while we'll be start up with today's session, and in today's session we'll be starting with a new chapter, that is environment and ecology. So what is environment and ecology? So you will be knowing with this chapter. So how the environment will be. So what is the meaning of environment? What do you mean by ecology? So what are the different the kinds of ecologies that you're gonna get it? So everything we'll be discussing in this chapter. So we'll just see to the things which in this chapter one by one very quickly. So now I'll be starting with the introduction, that is the meaning of this chapter. So we'll just see to that. So here the first one that we'll be studying about the meaning of environment. So then what do you mean by environment then? So environment refers to the surroundings or the condition in which a person, animal, plant is gonna live. Say for example, we are all living in a kind of environment. In our surroundings, there is a peoples. That means the human beings are there around us, and the animals are there around us. We can just see the plants, which is having a life there. So environment is the place where it has a surrounding, the surrounding condition is like that where the people are living, animals as well as the plant is been living over there. And next if I see, that is, it consists of atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere and biosphere. So environment consists of the four things, that is the first one is atmosphere. So what is atmosphere then? Atmosphere is one of the gas layer of the earth. That means it is the layer of gases which has been surrounded the earth. So atmosphere is the layer of gases which has surrounded the earth. Then the environment has also consists of hydrosphere. So what do you mean by hydrosphere then? Hydrosphere is nothing but it has been made up of water and the watery layers of the earth. So whatever the water bodies of the earth, so that layers of that water bodies, that we are going to call it as a hydrosphere. And the third point here, that is environment has also made up of lithosphere. Then what is lithosphere? Lithosphere is nothing but the solid or the outer part of the earth. So whatever the outer part of the earth is, that we are going to call that as the lithosphere. And the last but not the least, that is biosphere. So then what is biosphere? Biosphere is made up of the parts of earth where the life has been existed. So it is made up of the parts of earth where the life has been existed. So this is about your atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere and biosphere. And also the environment can also be defined like the sum of total of all living and non-living creature. So environment is not only consists of the living creature or the peoples or the person, not only the plant who is having a life, it also consists of non-living creatures. Say for example, in your surroundings, if you go for a school, you can see the benches, you can see the chairs, you can see the tables, you can see the pencil, eraser, the book that you are going to use. It's all a non-living thing. Can a book can walk? No, the book cannot walk because it is a non-living thing. Can you walk? Yes, you can walk. You can't stay without walking it, right? Because you are a living creature. And then environment provides a wide range of benefits like air that we are going to breathe. So whatever the air that we are going to breathe, it is totally from the environment, it's totally from the plants. And the food that we are going to eat it in on your everyday life just because of the plants itself. And also the water that we are going to drink, it is a natural resources. So as well as many of the materials that we need it for our homes. So everything can be provided by the environment. So environment is one of the most important part in each and everyone's life. So this is about your meaning of environment. So now we'll study about ecology and ecosystem. What is ecology then and what is ecosystem? Ecology is being derived from the Greek word that is okos and logos. Remember, ecology has derived from the Greek word that is Opus and logos. And here opus is nothing but the house, logos means to study. And then what is ecology then? Ecology is nothing but the study of interrelationship of different organisms with each other in their environment. It is a relationship between the different organisms. Say for example, interrelationship, the relationship between the two organisms in our surroundings. To the study of that ecosystem is that we are going to call it as a ecology. Ecology has been defined as the study of interrelationship of different organisms with each other in the environment. That we are going to call it as what? Ecology. And then ecosystem. What is ecosystem? Ecosystem is nothing but it is a kind of community, and that community has been made up of all the living and non-living components. Ecosystem is the combination of four environment where there will be a living creature as well as non-living creature. Say for example, the air or the water, the mineral soil, or any of the interacting system will come under ecosystem. The simple meaning here, that is ecology is nothing but study of interrelationship of different organisms. But when I come to ecology, it is nothing but it is a community made up of both living and non-living things. And next, if I move on to the ecology and ecosystem, the continued part here, you can see the three components are there and the ecosystem. What are those three components? We'll just see here. So the first one is producer, the second one is consumers, the third one is decomposer. These are the three components in ecosystem. I'll just tell you simply, producers. The producers are the one who's going to produce the goods and services. Consumers are the one who's going to consume those goods and services which has been produced by the consumer. Decomposer is nothing but the organisms that will break down the dead or decaying organisms from that consumption. So this is nothing but producer, consumer, decomposer. One is dependent on another. So when I come to producer, the producers are organisms which can make organic energy from the resources, that is of abiotic components of environment. Whatever the components which are available in the environment, they make use of that and they start to make an organic energy out of it. And when I come to consumers, consumers are those organisms that just gather the energy from the different sources. They will collect the energy and they start consuming all those materials. Decomposers are those organisms again which is going to break down the decaying organisms. So this is about your three components in your ecosystem. So this is about your today's session. So in this ecology ecosystem, hope you all understood the meaning of environment and ecology, and also about ecology and ecosystem, and also three different components. And if you have any doubts, you can just share with the class. And if you have any queries, you can just go through the app and you can watch the previous class video. Thank you.